Hello? 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 I'm not sure if this works because I'm on my phone. But basically, I think it's February 8th, 2026. I can't really place anything down. Hold up, let me find a seat. Okay, so a lot has happened between the last vlog because the last vlog was like a month ago. But let me just wrap it up. So since last vlog, I've joined some new clubs. Currently, I'm in 4 clubs, which is a computer science club. I think it was pretty competitive, but I managed to get in. A game development club, cybersecurity club, and I think it was esports club. So currently, I'm in 4 clubs, and I'm active on their teams. And that's not including that I'm sound lead on game development club. Alongside, paired up with all my classwork and alongside with a girlfriend too. So I have 4 clubs, a girlfriend, and school. That's gonna take a lot of time, my entire schedule, and it has been. And I also signed up for a Chinese program because I do want to learn Chinese. So I got paired with a Chinese speaker, which I'll speak later, which is Yu Bing. And she's really, really cool. Again, I'll talk to you later, but including that, I have a Chinese program, all my classes, and all those clubs. So I'm not sure how I'm alive. How am I alive? Because my schedule is completely packed. But the thing I feel like that's with me is that, as AK might say, I am kind of a workaholic. But I kind of like that grind of being a workaholic. I always want to be moving. I always want to be working towards a end goal. And recently, I've just been trying to put more efforts into progressing and making new friends. And good news, I haven't been really lonely or depressed at all. Just because I talk to so much people per day, and I probably talk to over 10 people per day that I regularly talk to. So these people, it's almost at these club people, I'm already friends with them. Like I'm actually friends with them, and that's really cool because these are some nice people to meet too. Oh, also, did I forget? I work 14 hours a week. So work, clubs, girlfriend, school life, and something else. So that's been really tiring, but it's honestly worth it for sure. Just because, like, one of the clubs I joined, Scope, I don't really know too much about it so far, but it invites me to meet a lot of new people, which I really like. And recently, I think today was a better day because I just managed to talk to so much people. And yeah, I had a retreat. Let me talk about the retreat and the Chinese girl I met through the program. So for the retreat, I went on a cybersecurity retreat. I'll be on retreats for the next 2 weekends for two of my clubs. But basically, it's pretty fun. I met a lot of people, including Mr. B. I think right now I don't really have much jealousy against Mr. B, to be honest, right now, because I'm overall more fulfilled and content with my life. But it was pretty fun just like knowing everyone, and I think my reputation towards other club members is improving because I'm known for being the goofy ones in all my clubs. I'm known for being stupid, loud, obnoxious person. But the people who really know me, which is like a handful, I can tell they really actually want to talk to me and they respect me in some sorts. Because I say most people know me. Most people don't really know me as a person. They know me as hardworking, funny, obnoxious, and loud. But I feel like that's only 50% of what I really am. And I'm not gonna try to like convince them to like me. I'm just trying to do what I do, and if they don't like what I'm doing, then I probably won't become friends with them, and that's completely fine because everyone has their own preferences and stuff. Regarding to the retreat, it was pretty fun. Oh, I should talk about the party before. So, retreat was pretty fun. It's nothing too much. We went to Lake Arrowhead and we did a few hikes, and that was really fun. But the day before, I had the worst party because I was really drunk. By drunk, I mean I was so dizzy that I fell on the floor twice. And Hannah pretty much needed to pick me up. If you feel sorry for Hannah, don't worry because we talked about it. But like yeah, that's it. That's the most I ever been drunk before because I drink like 5 cups, like a little bit of alcohol. Because I drink occasionally on special events. I don't drink casually at all. I only drink like probably once per month, if even. Because last semester I probably drank like 2 times per entire semester. But anyways, forgot. Yeah, I was really drunk, and the day afterwards I had a really bad stomachache, and I can't drink every single day for sure. I can maximum amount of times, 1 time a month, because that stomach ache was really, really bad. And yeah, I was pretty much on the floor twice, not 3 times. And I felt so dizzy, I couldn't walk straight in a way. It was different from last time I got drunk, because the last time I got drunk, my head really started hurting. My heart was like pulsing. But I guess this time, since I built like some immunity towards being drunk, I haven't got that painful allergic reaction. I got actually drunk in the way that I'm dizzy. I say whatever I want, and yeah, pretty much that. And what else? Let's talk about the Chinese girl. So I met this girl. She's 24 years old. I'm not gonna date her, so don't say anything about that part. But she's really, really cool. We talked in English and Chinese for like over 2 hours per every single Wednesday, and she's like one of the coolest persons I ever met. She transferred here from China to find some better opportunities here at the US, and she's like one of the most nicest persons I ever met. The second time we met today, she bought me free boba, and once we said like bye to each other, she really bowed down to me, I'm some fucking Jesus Christ. And that's whoa, hold on. And she's like really fun to talk to. She's very energetic. She actually cares about what I say, and I feel like that's really rare nowadays. And yeah, that's just really rare because I feel like the more Asian you are, the more nicer you are. That's pretty much it. And let me talk about work. I feel a lot of people say I work a lot, but from what other people I see, they work a lot more. They spend like hours. Like Derek is one example where I think he works too much, but I think I find a good balance between them. And I think one thing I'm seeing towards myself that I'm changing quite a bit. I'm changing in the fact that my priorities are different now, in a way. So I won't explain what my priorities are currently, but I'm just trying to I could just experience new things in a way. And what else? I think between me and Hannah, even though our relationship might not last like 2 years or 1 year, because during the summer we'll be long distance for 2 months. It will kind of like test our relationship. But me and Hannah, I feel like for a good relationship in general, but especially in like actual romantic relationships, having your individual time and having your own personality is one of the most important things. So there's just saying that if you spend too much emphasis on the too much. If you spend too much time with the other person, that relationship will fall. And I kind of agree with that, in that if you spend too much time together, then because the point of a relationship is to grow together. And if you aren't growing together, then what's the point of the relationship? Just to be next to each other. And if you just want to be next to each other, what does that really mean to be in a relationship? Are you just in a relationship just to be with, just hugging each other? No, you're there to grow as a person and achieve new goals in life. Because at the end of the day, us are goal-driven people. We strive towards the goal in a way. Like how people go to the gym, we strive to be stronger. How people study, we try to get a career or get a job. And I'll go back on the urgency talk I talked before. And let me say this one thing. So I think I see a pattern in like the personalities of everyone. I'll start with myself first, since I was growing up to be really, really poor, like poverty level. And I was neglected as a kid. I grew up not being really nice. I say I'm not really that nice. I learned to not to really say sorry. I learned to just be independent, don't ask questions. But in exchange of growing up neglected, kind of, and being in poverty, I really learned passion, discipline, and just hard work. Because I basically worked my ass off for the past 18 years to be where I am right now. That's just because I had no one to help me. Knowing that no one could help me would push me to have bigger goals in a way. However, I think everything stems from their childhood in a way. Like, for example, let's go with Jane Chow. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna spill the beans because I feel like emotional sensitivity is what we need more in our lives. But I always got a feeling that he was very secretive about his past life, secretive about his family history, secretive about his family in a way, and it caused him to be really like avoidant in a way, to not share his emotions too much. And that's the thing I see him improving on, is sharing his emotions, feeling that he's sad, that he's unhappy about life. And just because it stems from their childhood, all these negative traits are coming towards the person, and it's really up to them if they can fix it or try to improve it or not. Let me give another example. Let's give Mark Duong, for example. I think he was grown up in a well environment. His parents helped him in a way. His parents gave him food, a sense of stability. But the kind of thing I don't really see too much is that he doesn't have a sense of urgency, doesn't have a sense to like have dedicated towards more of their medical field, and dedicated towards like more of a passion or a hobby, like really deeply. That's because he was always grew up in a sense of security. And so in a way, he's kind of like a little bit lazy. He can get away with things. He can play games almost every single day. And that's just because his childhood never made him urgent to do something. Let's give another example with Dylan. I haven't talked to Dylan much, and yeah, I just haven't really talked to him. But as AK has mentioned, this Dylan has a sense of insecurity and kind of like not having the confidence. And I feel like that stems from, well, let's just get the, what's it called, elephant out of the trunk. I feel like his parents was kind of strict on him, so they didn't really make him do much stuff. And in a way, kind of his physical appearance, like especially his height, gave him a sense of insecurity, a sense of not having that much of a confidence, or his parents not letting him do everything. And that kind of created not having that much confidence and being really reactive in some moments. But I think he'll do give some time and he'll be a good lawyer or whatever he's trying to do, like climate lawyer or family lawyer. It's fine. But yeah, honestly agree with AK that he needs to have more confidence. But as I say, all of this is my personal opinion. I really don't know anything about Dylan, and especially his background in life. So it isn't my part to claim that he needs to improve or he needs to take my advice, because it's up to him to take my advice or even to watch this video, which I'm completely fine about. And he might, speaking to anyone who like I talked about, it's their opinion to take my words or not, because I'm just expressing what I think as a person, what I think as being me. And yeah, okay, let's do one more. Jaden Wu. Honestly, it's not much, low key. I guess in the same way as Mark, where he didn't have that sense of urgency, but I can see him getting a real sense of urgency and like being always working and always trying to have good goals, and I really respect that of him. Because it's just, some people see having a sense of urgency as not working too much. But I feel like if you enjoy the work without burning yourself out, then that isn't working too much. You're just enjoying the work, which should happen. And I think, at least for now, I'm enjoying it. Something might happen where I might be sad or lonely again. But it's pretty much. And what else? I think my life. In contrast to my last semester, I am enjoying USC quite a bit, and I'm glad I'm enjoying it quite a bit, of course, just because I have people to talk to and more space for me to grow, especially space between me and Hannah. I feel like space is really important. And I forgot this topic I was gonna say. I do have a lot of homework today, so I'm probably will make it this quick. What else? I feel like one point I could work on is that I need to be, in a way, not too much of a jackass towards people, not being too critical about them, and not judging them too much. Because I see myself judging people a lot of times, and honestly it's fun to judge people, but just don't say it low-key. Because like, if you see someone's being a fat ass whale, you don't go up to them and say you're a fat ass whale. You just keep it to yourself. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much it. See you in probably in like 2 months or something.